Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to learn class 7 chapter 5 acid bases and salt. A short summarization of this chapter, all what I know I will tell to you, and some of the interesting facts in this chapter. Okay, so let's begin. The first question is, what are acids and what are base? The substance which taste sour while are called as acids, and the nature of these substances are mainly acidic. So you might be thinking where the word acid come from. So this word acid is derived from a Latin word aceri, which means sour in Latin. So next we have, what are base? The base means when we taste it, it always tastes bitter, and when we rub it, it feels soapy when we are rubbing it. These type of substances which are bitter in taste and feel soapy while rubbing are mainly called as base. The nature of these substances always will be basic. So some substances we cannot taste or touch, like the acids or any of the substances which we cannot touch. So at this time we use the substances which are called indicators, which find out the substance is acidic or it is basic by changing the color. We have different types of indicators, such as the turmeric, litmus, china rose, also called as gudhal. These are some of the naturally occurring indicators. And we have also the man-made indicator, which is phenolphthalein. It will be used in our higher classes. So let's go to another point. So now I will tell you all about the indicators. So litmus is extracted from lichens, which is an animal or a plant like something. And we have the paper, litmus paper, which can be tested to find out the substance is acidic or basic. Generally the litmus paper is available in red and blue color. So next is our turmeric, another natural indicator. So as we all know, when we get wounded by uh, some soil is in our wound or something, our mother tells us to apply some turmeric on the wound. You might have thought that why our mother tells to apply turmeric on our wound. It is because the turmeric is very good for the health and it kills the bacteria. So turmeric is also another natural indicator. So next we have the an activity of turmeric, in which when turmeric indicator is applied on a base which is soap solution, which is called as the sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, its color changes into a dark red. Next is china rose or a gudhal, which is a natural indicator. When tested with acid, it becomes red in color, and when tested with indicator, a lightish pink, and when tested with base, it is a lightish green. So one important, I want to tell you that this table which you can see in your screen is very important for your examination. Please learn it. So let's move on to another point. So next we have our neutralization effect. So you might be thinking, when the same amount of base and same amount of acid is mixed with each other, so what will it happen? So at this point of time or at this situation, the acid and base will react with each other, and it is known as neutralization. It neutralizes the effect. The substance will be not acidic or not basic. In this process the salt is released. Sometimes the salt can be acidic or it can be basic. The reaction, when this neutralization effect on this both acid and base, it can cause also heat. Salt is formed, and with it heat is also generated. There is a, you can see here, there is an equation how it is formed. Acid plus base, when acid and base are together, it forms salt and water, and according with it, it also forms heat. So there is an example of this kind of reaction. When an acid, which is hydrochloric acid HCl, and the sodium hydroxide NaOH is mixed, we will get the sodium chloride plus water, and heat is also involved. Next is our neutralization in everyday. So You might have stomach ache sometimes when you eat more. It is because of the acid. Sometimes this acid is very good, but when it is in more amount, it can be very fatal for your health. One example for this is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid breaks down the food and it is very good for our digestion, but it can be painful if we have lot of hydrochloric acid. To neutralize the effect of hydrochloric acid present in our stomach, we need to use the antacid such as milk of magnesium. The chemical name is magnesium hydroxide, which neutralize the effect of the acid found in our stomach. Next is the ant bite. So when ant bite you, might have, in Hindi we called it jalan in our legs. So it is because of the ant bite contain a special kind of acid which is called formic acid. We can also neutralize the formic acid by rubbing the most baking soda. The chemical name of this is sodium hydrogen carbonate, or with calamine solution. The calamine solution contains zinc carbonate. So friends, I want to tell you something, that the chemical name should be learned by you properly, because it is very helpful in our higher classes to learn. So you should learn the chemical names and that table which I tell you. Next is the soil treatment. So when the farmers use many of the chemical fertilizers into the soil may become acidic. To neutralize the effect of acid present in the soil, we will definitely add base. So we should add quicklime or slake lime. Quicklime chemical name is calcium oxide, and slake lime calcium hydroxide. Next, if the soil when the soil becomes basic in nature, we should treat it with a compost or organic matter, humus we should put it in, so it will be normal or neutralized. Next is factory waste. As a human being, we need materials to survive. These materials are made in factories, so they might be a waste product. The waste products are dumped in rivers and seas, but the waste product contains major acids and bases, so we should first neutralize this acid and bases and then should only release into the water. The factory waste can be very fatal for the living marine animals in oceans or seas. I have an example for that. In Ganga, when we throw the factory waste to Ganga, there was one fish which is Ganga dolphin, which was found many years before, but it is now extinct because of this factory waste which is thrown into Ganga. So we should not do like this. So that's it for today. I hope you have understand the topic. It was a short summarization of all what I know and with some interesting facts. So don't forget to learn the table and the table, and with that also learn the chemical names of the reactions, etc. So that's it. If you have any problem, please comment down. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you liked it. Thank you.